July 2025 has cast a heavy shadow over Hollywood, as a string of heartbreaking losses struck the entertainment world one after another. It began on July 2nd with Julian McMahon, best known to TV fans as Detective Grant in Profiler, and as Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four. He passed away at just 56 in Clearwater, Florida, after a private battle with lung metastasis that had spread from head and neck cancer. For decades, he brought depth and charisma to every role, and now he is quietly gone. That same day, tragedy struck again. Sophia Hutchins, Caitlyn Jenner's longtime friend and manager, died in a horrific ATV crash in Malibu. At only 29, her life was cut short after she rear-ended another car and plunged 350 feet off a cliff. Authorities cited speed as a factor. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A brief life, ended under devastating circumstances. Then came Michael Madsen, the gravel-voiced actor who brought grit and edge to Hollywood hits like Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill. On July 3, 2025, in the quiet of Malibu, California, he was found unresponsive in his home. Emergency responders arrived, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead at 8:25 a.m. local time. The cause? Cardiac arrest, tied to years of heart disease and alcoholism. A man who played tough on screen met a silent, sorrowful end off it. On July 4th, young Noble, born Rufus Lee Cooper III, took his own life in Atlanta at age 47. As the final member that Tupac Shakur personally added to the Outlaws, his voice helped shape an era. Family members say he struggled with depression and financial hardship. He was found with a gunshot wound at the bottom of a pool. His music plays on, but his personal pain ended too soon. Soon after, on July 16th, the legendary voice of Connie Francis was silenced forever. At 87, the 1960s chart topper passed away peacefully at her Florida home, following a battle with pneumonia and complications from a hip fracture. For a woman who sang in multiple languages and shattered glass ceilings in a male-dominated industry, it was a graceful exit. Just one day later, the world lost three more unforgettable names. On July 17th, Robbie Pardlow, lead singer of the early 2000s R&B group City High, died at just 46 in New Jersey. Known for the haunting anthem, What Would You Do?, he passed from complications of heart failure. Surrounded by family, his passing left behind questions, memories, and heartbreak. That same day, Alan Bergman, one of Hollywood's greatest lyricists, died at 99. He had painted the golden age of cinema with his words and was still writing until the very end. Slowed by respiratory issues but never stopped by them, Alan proved that creativity doesn't age. Also on July 17th, shock rippled across the globe as daredevil Felix Baumgartner, though not a Hollywood star, still a global icon, the man who once fell from the stratosphere died in a paragliding accident in Italy. At 56, he reportedly suffered a medical emergency mid-flight. He survived space, but not Earth. A man who danced with death finally met it in a flash. Then on July 20th, veteran actor Tom Troop passed at 97 in Beverly Hills. A stage and television mainstay for over 7 decades, his credits ranged from Star Trek to My Own Private Idaho. He died of natural causes, a quiet end to a long, accomplished career. By July 22nd, sorrow came in twos. Chuck Mangione, jazz legend and flugelhorn maestro, died in his sleep at age 84 in Rochester. The man behind the timeless hit Feels So Good left peacefully, his music, as joyful as ever, echoing behind him. And that same day, the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, died at 76. After a long battle with Parkinson's disease, he had just performed one final time, seated on a throne but still defiant. Fans flooded the streets of Birmingham to mourn the end of a legend who turned chaos into art. Finally, on July 24th, the wrestling world was rocked by the death of Hulk Hogan. At 71, the towering titan of the ring died of cardiac arrest in Clearwater, Florida. Larger than life in every way, his story spanned glory, scandal, and redemption. In the end, the myth gave way to the man. So many icons gone in just 1 month. Some left peacefully, others tragically, but all left behind a piece of our culture, our childhoods, and our hearts.